Michael Horn with you on the PM Show. Boy, I'm so excited about this today because there's a great episode of Castle coming up. And you know we talk TV all the time, but one of the great shows on television, Monday nights at 10 o'clock, Castle, ladies and gentlemen. Kate Beckett, Castle himself, Richard Castle, doing the detective writing. I don't know how Beckett puts up with him. But we got Stana Katic with us today, and she's going to be talking about the Monday episode. Stana, welcome to the broadcast.
Thank you, Michael. It's really nice to chat with you.
Listen, I got to tell you, I'm a huge fan. Not to gush here, but
no,
watch.
Please gush.
Well,
please
no,
gush.
there's I was talking, and we were talking to you. My girlfriend says she's so great, and it's like the expressions on your face in scenes are absolutely incredible. You are doing a great job. What's your background? What did you do before Castle?
I did a few films here and there and some recurring spots on various TV shows and landed this one a couple of years ago and have been enjoying it ever since.
Someone told me you're a Canadian. It seems like all the great actors and actresses come from Canada these days.
Yeah, it's nice. It's kind of like the Canadians are infiltrating the system here. They're slowly taking over like a group of aliens,
do you say it's about time and, all that kind of stuff, eh?
Yeah, well, I do. I have my A's. I grew up in Toronto area and in Chicago area, so I don't have as heavy of an accent as some Canadians do, but I do have my A's, and I noticed that people on set have actually caught on to that. So so much so that sometimes, like my hairstylist will actually say A, and he's born and raised in California, so it's sweet though.
Don't you love a Cassie? Now I feel bad about it. Now are you a Maple Leafs fan or a Blackhawk fan, or now if you're in LA, a Kings fan?
When I first came to LA, I went to a number of Ducks games.
Oh, boy.
And started falling in love with the Ducks, and they're a good-looking team, and that's important to a girl watching hockey.
You got to watch out. Those hockey fans, hockey players seem to get those ladies. I'll tell you. Okay, let's Castle here. Now, I always love a show. It seems it has incredibly great writing, and then a great cast, and then to watch that kind of grow and meld. So, for those that have not seen Castle, and they should, you can check into Castle anytime. It's not one of those episodic things where you got to watch every episode. However, there is this string of, your character looking for killers that kind of keeps going on, and your character and Castle sort of having this little love thing going on. How's it going? Is it fun? Are you guys, the cast, really marrying together? Is it a fun set to be on?
It's a sweet set. We have such a talented group of people working on the show. Each actor in his own right could be a lead of his or her own show. And I think you're only as good as the person that works across from you. And I'm lucky I have Nathan, I have John, I have Seamus, Penny now. And then, of course, every once in a while I get to work with Castle's mom and daughter, Susan and Molly. So we have an extraordinary group of people, and Tamala. I was just talking to somebody about John and I share a mutual love for The Princess Bride, and so people will sit there and say, "There's a glint in your eye at the end of that scene. What happened?" And sometimes it's just as simple as I'll give John, one of the other detectives, an order, and as he walks out on my coverage, he'll say, "As you wish," and he'll chasse out of the street. So everybody's really adorable, and we get a chance to play off of each other, and it's so sweet to be able to do that with people that you're enjoying to play with.
And the writing is incredible on that show.
The writing, thankfully, thanks in great part to Andrew Marlowe and his team, is so fun, and they're big fans, of those classics, those like Kate Hepburn, Spencer Tracy, Cary Grant pieces, and they bring a lot of that flavor that kept those stories alive in people's consciousness for so long. They bring that to this show, and I hope it shows. The chemistry between you and Nathan and the Beckett and the Castle character, like I say, is just incredible. It just keeps growing. There's so much drama, yet you have action and adventure, and you've got laughter, and you got seriousness and sadness, and the show has it all. And it's got to be a lot of fun working with it. Does the cast hang out together, or does that just develop by working? This is your third season now that you're doing? Yeah, actually, we're mid-4th season now. And yeah, we spend time outside of work, go see plays and things like that, or dinners and things like that together. But we spend so much time on set as well. I mean, we're together anywhere from 14, 16, 17 hours a day. So sometimes you're just kind of like, okay, thank you. Now I got to go and, hang out with my parents who I haven't seen in 8 months, things like that as well. So
your parents are back in Canada or Chicago, or are they out here?
Yeah, my parents are in Chicago now. I have tons of family, across the globe. But, to see my parents, sometimes I have to just be like, hey, guys, can you just fly out to L.A. and can we hang out and just let me, chit-chat with you for a bit, So sometimes it's just a matter of getting them over here instead of me flying out to see them.
The Katic, is that like a European name? What is the cultural background?
Yeah, well, my parents are immigrants from what was Yugoslavia, and it's a sweet experience, kind of being a first generation North American, because I was born in Canada and grew up there and in Chicago, and have kind of like the best of both worlds, because I have that fabulous, rich background and culture and tradition, and that respect for languages and things like that, and then also have an extraordinary story and group of friends here as well in North America. Yeah. And now California,
Yeah, and see, I'm Czech. It used to be Czechoslovakian, so that Slavic stuff, you get the Yeksomash, the Hoskas, and all that. I got a good Yugoslavian restaurant I'm going to have to point you into in Southern California. Great chef there. He does some good stuff, some good pork dishes and things,
I'd love to try it. I was in the Czech Republic this past summer. I was judging at a film festival, and got a chance to visit Prague and really get into as much history as I could soak up while I was there for that short period. I had such a beautiful time with you guys. You guys were so sweet, so
Drink
welcome.
our beer, please, Stana. Drink our beer.
I did. I had my first Pilsner there.
There you go, Pilsner Urquell there, or Czechvar. It's the original Budweiser. It's called Budvar there. You get it here in the States. It's Czechvar. We're proud of our beer.
Yeah, oh no, it was fantastic. These people, the servers were just really excited to serve that. It was really nice, yeah.
Now, real quick, because they'll kill us if we don't say Monday night, you got a special episode of Castle coming up. What's happening?
Kill shot. There's a sniper on the loose in New York City, and Beckett and the team are committed to finding the sniper and bringing him to justice. Now, this, of course, echoes back to her own experience being shot at the end of last season.
Right.
So this brings up these dormant issues of post-traumatic stress disorder for her. And luckily, with the help of, great friends like Castle, but also Javier Esposito, she's able to get through it. And I think that it's a really sweet episode. It'll further us down that progression that is the Beckett and Castle romance. And I hope people get a chance to come and see it, because it's a special one for me personally as well.
It's locked on my DVR. And will you please go out with Castle already? I can't take it anymore. I mean, come on.
I'm trying. I told them.
You're
Let
softening.
them kiss and make babies already.
That's great. All right, so we're going to be watching this Monday night. It's coming our way, 10 o'clock Eastern Pacific time? Is that right?
Yeah.
On ABC. Check it. It's set on my VCR. Castle. Stana Katic she's incredible. A great actress, and Nathan is great. And that Penny Johnson-Gerald, man, she was the president's wife in that 24. She's a toughie as your lieutenant there. Watch out for her, okay?
Thank you. Yeah, she's a sweetheart behind the scenes, and I'm really loving working with her. But yeah, her character is cracking the whip on set.
We love you, Stana. Thanks for being with us. We'll be straight ahead on CRN, back with more on the PM Show.